Hoorah!
What a beautiful day. What could possibly go wrong on a day like this?
In case you were wondering, no, that's not your ears bleeding or your audio device malfunctioning. It's just coming from this heinous piece of shit right here. Frantic Flea for the Super Nintendo. Developed in 1990s... Hold on a sec. Oh, that's better. Developed in 1996 for the Super Nintendo by a company called GameTech. You would think around the end of the Super Nintendo's 5-year lifespan that people would be really nailing the games that got released because, N64 was right around the corner. But no, not with Frantic Flea. Huh? Why don't I play something good? Like Super Mario RPG or one of my 7 copies of Gears of War 2? Because I don't feel like it. But before I get into this, a quick word from our sponsors.
Wow, how does Giuseppe make such a good pizza?
Frantic Flea. Developed in 1996 for the SNES and released by a company that isn't really sure whether or not it's German or Russian. You know there might be a problem when the only person that took the time to write a fucking Wikipedia page for this game summed it up in 3 paragraphs. Oh hey, would you look at that? The music was composed by a man named John Anguish. Well, that's ironic, because anguish is exactly what I feel whenever I hear this fucking music. Well, I guess there's nothing to do now but play the game. It's just a game. It's just a game. It can't hurt you. It's not real. Fleas don't actually exist.
I wear my sunglasses at night so I don't have to see this shit on my TV screen.
Well, this is it. There it is. This is Frantic Flea. You happy now? No, I bet you're not happy now, because nobody wants to look like that. I can tell you about somebody who is clearly happy, though. It's this asshole that smattered his name all over the intro screen of this goddamn game on an endless loop. Also, this might be the only game that's password system doesn't use the full alphabet. I guess that would have taken too much time out of the 72 hours they had to make this. Well, anyways, you're probably wondering, well, what's the objective? What's the point of the game? How do I win? Basically, the game tells you how many of these little fleas you're meant to save. You do that, and then you find the exit to the stage. That's it! That's Frantic Flea, that's all. That's everything. This game immediately makes it onto my shit list for one major reason. The fleas that you're meant to collect are your objective, but they're also your vitality. Meaning, if you get hit once, you'll lose the fleas that you had in your possession. And if you get hit again while you're not carrying any, you's dead. Like, look at this shit. I was just about to exit the stage, but I take a hit, and I have to go collect all of the objective all over again. In case you were wondering, this is incredibly flawed fucking game design. I mean, look. Sonic operated on very similar rules in that the rings you collect were your lifeline, and if you got hit once, you would lose all of them, and if you got hit while you were carrying 0, you would just completely give up the ghost. But Sega made this tolerable for 3 reasons. Number 1, When you get hit, you had a much less stressful opportunity to actually replenish some of the rings that you had just lost. This meant you quickly scrambled to pick up some of the pieces and carry on with the excitement, and the overall flow and immersion into the gameplay didn't take a massive hit. Number 2. The rings weren't the main objective of the fucking game. They were merely just a measure of defense against enemies and a medium for racking up the points at the end of a stage. Number 3. Sonic is actually a good game!
And now I tell you what, here's what we're gonna do, kid. We're gonna talk about the enemies.
Well, starting it off, we have this thing. It looks like a goddamn sentient vacuum cleaner. But hey, you know, I would still take it over my wife, because God knows she hasn't given me a sucker a blow in about 3 years. And next up we have this thing. It looks like a goddamn crippled robotic raisin. As a result of 2 immediate family members that clearly liked each other maybe just a little bit too much. And then there's this thing, some sort of homicidal doctor's chair. Hey doc, I'm ready for my physical. I know I haven't given a very thorough analysis into the depths of this game, and the overall gameplay footage has been a little sparse, but I just find this game so fucking difficult to actually sit down and play. The enemies are stupid and nonsensical. The music is monotonous and annoying, the variety in gameplay is extremely lackluster, and the graphics? I mean, look at the background of the first stage. An honest-to-God professional who got paid to design this actually got this approved?
Alright, so I was up all night working on this one, but it finally came to me. The background for Frantic Flea, we're gonna use yellow and purple. Huh? Not bad, am I right, huh? Hey, thank you. Look, what do you say we all just clock out early, get ourselves some amphetamines, go pick up some strippers. Huh? Yeah, this guy, yeah.
Yeah, let me just quickly call Johnson's wife and tell her I won't be home for dinner.
Yes! Strippers!
Overall, I give this game negative 78 potatoes out of 6 and hope it stays completely forgotten from gaming for the many years to come. I mean, seriously? The only redeeming quality I've been able to pick out from this game is the epic soundbite this stupid fucking thing makes when you send it into the abyss. It sounds like the parent of a young child pretending to love a gift that they had just been given.
Well, I'm gonna try these on right away. In retrospect, this was an incredibly inappropriate birthday gift.
From the outside looking in, this game seems like nothing more than a half-assed attempt to cash in on the end of the Super Nintendo's era. Video games are supposed to entice you and make you want to play more of them. Playing Frantic Flea doesn't make me want to play more Frantic Flea. It makes me want to drink. Heavily.
Old Lang Syne, I take a swig of Jameson. Old Lang Syne.
Applesauce, bitch.